Everyone know her face. Millions have seen her smile. Millions have stood in silence staring at her. And yet, no one truly knows who she was. A woman frozen in time. A gaze that follows you. A smile that refuses to explain itself. For more than 500 years, she has watched the world change. Empires fell, kings died, history moved forward, but she stayed the same, unmoving, unnagging, unanswered. This is not just a painting, this is a mystery. And the deeper you look, the stranger it becomes. Before she became the most famous face in history, she was just a girl in Florence, born in 1479 into an ordinary family. No fame, no destiny written for her. Her life was quiet. No one could have imagined that centuries later the entire world would know her face. Because at the time she was nobody, just another woman in a city full of them. History rarely remembers women like her. They lived, they married, they raised children, and then they disappear into silence. And for a long time, it seemed she would do. At a young age, she married a merchant. He was older, established, respected. Their life was stable. Children were born, days passed quickly, nothing extraordinary. No one wrote about her, no one painted her, no one thought she would ever matter to the world. She lived the kind of life history forgets. And maybe that's what make happened next so strange. Because somehow, out of all the women in Florence, she was chosen. At the same time, in that same city, there was a man unlike any other, a genius and an inventor and an artist obsessed with perfection. He studied the human body, the way muscles moved, the way eyes reacted to light, the way emotion lived beneath the skin. He didn't just paint faces, he studied souls. He worked slowly, painfully slowly. Sometimes he would stare at a painting for hours. Without touching it, he chased something no one else could see, something deeper than beauty. And one day, he agreed to paint her. Her husband requested a portrait, a simple one, a normal thing for a merchant to do, a sign of status, a sign of pride, a way to remember. The artist accepted. The work began. A woman sat quietly, day after day, hour after hour, holding the same expression, the same stillness. But then something strange happened. The painting was never delivered. No celebration, no official presentation, no record of payment, nothing. Instead, he kept it. And he kept it for the rest of his life. Years passed, the artist moved cities, then countries, and whenever he went, the painting went with him. Carefully protected, always close. He never sold it, never gave it away. It stayed with him until the day he died. Think about that. A portrait of a merchant's wife, carried across borders, guarded for decades. Why? What made this painting different? What did he see in her face that he couldn't let go? Some believe she was real, a real woman, a real story, a real simple portrait. But others aren't so sure, because the painting feels different. The smile is not fully there, the eyes feel alive, the expression changes, depending on how you look at it. Sometimes she looks happy, sometimes she looks sad, sometimes she looks like she knows something you don't. Some say she wasn't just one woman, that the face was built slowly, carefully from imagination. Others believe the painting means something personal, something the artist never explained, and maybe he never intended to. The smile is what changed everything. It's not wide, not obvious, not certain. It appears, then appears. When you look at her eyes, the smile fades. When you look at her lips, it returns. It feels alive, almost like she's reacting to you, watching you, judging you, waiting. And the more you stare, the more uncomfortable it becomes because it feels less like a painting and more like presence. Centuries have passed, the world has changed, but she is still there, still watching, still silent, still refusing to explain who was she. We know the face, we know the artist, we know the painting, but the truth that was lost somewhere in time. History gave us her image, but it took her story. And maybe that's why her smile still feels unfinished.